Hey guys, I'm back with another video. So today's video is sponsored by WorldNewHair, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this beautiful long curly look. I did exaggerated baby hairs, and I really enjoyed doing like this cute style. I've been seeing the exaggerated baby hair look all over Instagram, so I wanted to give it a try for myself. So let's get right into this video and how I got this style. So first and foremost, they sent me a whole bunch of goodies. I got an elastic band, a pair of lashes. I also got a headband, which does come in handy when you're actually sectioning off, 2 wig caps, a rubber wig band, which is meant to keep your wig on without falling off, which is for extra security. I also got a silk scarf, which is to tie around for your edges, as well as this beautiful pearl brooch, just some extra styling for your hair. And then here is the wig. So this wig is 28 inches long. It has 4 combs, 1 on the top, 1 in the back, and 2 on the sides. And as you guys can see, the knots aren't bleached, so I'm going to show you guys how to bleach them. So the curl pattern was very pretty, super wavy. It's like a deep curly, and the hair was super duper soft. So I'm going to show you guys how we bleach these knots. First and foremost, you're going to need a bowl, any bowl of any sort, and then you're going to need a utensil to mix up all of your ingredients. So I'm starting off with the BW2 bleaching powder, the Kaleido Colors toning powder, the 40 volume developer, and then we're going to be taking this all together and mixing it. So I'm going with my bowl, taking in about 1 scoop, maybe 2 scoops if you're doing a 13x6 frontal. This wig was a 13x4 frontal wig. Adding in that 40 volume developer and the toning powder, and I'm going to go ahead and mix that together. So you're mixing it so that it becomes a thick consistency, so it's not too runny and it doesn't seep everywhere and get messy. So I usually apply the bleaching mixture on my mannequin head, but I found it better to do it off so that if it does seep through, it doesn't over bleach your knots and into your hair. So this is how I put it on. I know it looks like I'm moving really fast, but make sure you use a light hand and try not to get it to seep into the actual hair. You don't want your hair to be brown or yellow. You want your knots to be brown and yellow. I pulled some of those hairs that got stuck to the lace. That way it wouldn't bleach the hair. So now you can see that the knots are like a brassy, little orangey, yellowish color. Here were the knots before, and then here are the knots after. So you want it to look like this so it looks like it's coming right out of your scalp. So as you can see, it looks more scalp-like, looks more realistic. So when it comes to styling the front of your wig, I always pull out a little bit of hair for baby hairs. You do not want too much. Even for these dramatic baby hair looks, you just want a little bit of baby hairs because it really is all in the cutting, the tweezing, and the styling. So after I do that and I section it off, I go in with my tweezers and I just pluck a little bit more in the front. It was pretty plucked, but I wanted this to just be a little bit more because I know my hairline is a little bit thinner at front. So I also section off where I'm going to be cutting my baby hairs. I do like this ladder pattern. Basically, I pull out a little piece and then push another piece back and so forth. So then I'm going to cut them even shorter, and I'm taking a razor comb to cut all my baby hairs down and then taking a flat iron to curl my baby hairs because this helps it easily be styled. And I got the flat iron technique from the Arrogante Masterclass, and I've been doing it ever since. It truly helps laying down those baby hairs. So now I'm looking like a crazy Power Ranger, but I put my wig cap over my head. I'm cutting out my ear tabs and as well as my eye tabs so I can see what I'm doing. And this is just going to help for us to secure that wig down. So I pull it all the way down because you really want it to be thin so that it's unclockable and undetectable around the hairline area. So I use the Got2b glue spray as well as a blow dryer, and I get that nice and flat and kind of stick that to my forehead. And then when that's all said and done, I'm just going to go in with a scissors and cut around my hairline. I have to perfect this part. I've gotten it so well sometimes, and other times I get a little bit off, but as long as it's stuck to your head, it's gonna lay down. So taking the wig, as you guys can see, that hairline area looks pretty natural, but we're gonna still tweak it a little bit. So I'm pulling out those baby hairs and I'm cutting these slits, and the slits is just making it way easier to put the wig down when it goes to glue it down. So I'm gonna use glue this time because I wanted this to be a little bit more long term. You do not have to use glue. You can use gel or spritz. So after that is nice and tacky, I go ahead and start to use those tabs to pull down the different sections of my frontal area. Make sure you pull a little bit closer to your forehead because the baby hairs can kind of work it and change the style if it's too high or too close, but you don't want it sliding back. So I tied that down, let it sit for a little while until I got a little headache, and then I go back in with my scissors just to cut off that excess lace right around the baby hairs and my hairline. And if you see anything white, it's just because the glue was still drying. As you can see, see, it's going to be very seamless towards the end. Cutting off the excess lace is not as hard as you think. You just have to follow your hairline and make sure you don't cut your baby hairs as well. So next, I went ahead and did my makeup, did all of that, and I did the baby hairs off camera because this is my first time doing them super dramatic and wanted to make sure that I got it. So after I took down my scarf, this is what it was looking like, and I actually think it looks better the longer you tie your hair down, because something about the color of the lace and mixing in with your makeup to, you know, make it your scalp color makes it so unclockable and undetectable. So make sure you're tying your hair and your wig down for a while, but this is pretty much the finished look of the hair. The hair is super duper soft and it has like this natural volume, and I really loved how it made my hair look super big and full. I didn't want to part it this time. I was kind of going for a flip over type of look so that I can kind of swing it to the left or right or any way that I wanted to, and I thought it was super duper pretty. Sometimes I really don't like too much baby hairs, but you know, I just wanted to go for what was the trend. And this is not a 360 lace frontal wig, but as you can see, if it was, the ponytail would be super cute and look really natural. And the thing with baby hairs, you can always kind of just brush them up into the hair anyway and then put them back down to restyle. So that is it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Again, this hair is from WorldNewHair. All of the information will be in the description box down below. Don't forget to check it out, and don't forget to follow me for more hair videos as well. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.